Hi, beauties. How are you? I just wanted to reach out today and share some love, share some heart space with you. It feels like it's been a while since I have seen some of you guys, and so I just wanted to send a little video with this newsletter and just share with you some thoughts and prayers and offerings that are coming up for us. And, you know, I know that we are in such a, what I would call the inverted times. Yeah, we are in the upside down in our world. And I think that one of the things that we need to hold on to, a little beam of hope, if it is, such, is that, I've been getting messages over and over again that it's all crumbling. It's all crumbling and a new paradigm is being rebirthed. And I know that we all felt a certain energy shift during the eclipse, and it was such a powerful, powerful time. And so I just want to say, as we are witnessing this big crumbling, that one of the things that we want to do is hold on to that sweetness, that world that we are creating. Remember that our reality is created from within. And yes, there's a big collective shift that's happening, but we too are part of that collective. And as we come together and hold sacred space or do our personal work and do the things to clear and raise the vibration within yourself, it ripples out and it shifts and it changes the collective. And then the collective starts to raise its vibrations. This is how we do quantum healing, guys. And so there is a sense here of our own personal responsibility, right? Our responsibility to do the deep work, to clear that power and control that is crumbling. Find it within yourself. Find out where you are holding on to the power and control in your world. So we understand that the microcosm reflects the macrocosm, right? And we are the microcosm. And so we have to start shifting in a deeper, deeper way within ourselves, within our families, within our communities. And that shift comes in many, many different ways, right? Doing the work, staying present. This is a big one, right? Staying present with what is truth in this now moment. Can you feel that? Let's just take a pause and see if you can drop further in to this present moment. You see, from this present moment is where we can make choices. Choices of how we wish to be in the world, how we wish to be in our body, in our sacred temple. And so in the present moment, we also find all those little beautiful golden nuggets that Spirit is showing us and our guides are whispering to us. That's all revealed in the present. Not when we are up in the head thinking about how, the suffering of the world is so big right now, right? And it's not taking away, and this is a big thing. I want you guys to really understand this too, is, not to re-trigger your guilt traumas, right? The imprints of guilt or shame for being present and being grateful for what we have and what's here now. So a lot of times we think, oh, we should not be feeling a certain type of way in our highest frequency or feeling happiness or joy because the world is in massive suffering right now. But it's just the opposite of that, truly. In fact, we need everyone embodying joy, embodying your true happiness, staying present, coming back to the breath, and choosing how you wish to be in the world. So I just wanted to offer that little reminder. And I also wanted to share with you some upcoming ways to support you in your process. There's a couple of classes that are coming up that are super, super, super exciting to me. One is the embodied inner child. And this is deep work, guys. This is super deep, but it's also fun. It's playful. And it is shamanic journeying, and it's deep, deep work in meditation, and it's embodying the aspects of us that is that childlike wonderment, that beautiful joy, um, that aspect of ourself, maybe even that's gone on walkabout. Has your inner child really had the opportunity to explore and evolve? You know, so many of us have inner child wounding and trauma, you know, that deep wounding that goes back to our early childhood days. And I know a lot of us, you know, like have had challenging even remembering parts of our childhood. And that's a clear indicator that we might need to do a little inner child work. So yeah, this class is super exciting to me. And I hope to you. It starts October 2nd. We meet every Thursday evening at 5, which is Pacific time. So you'll have to adjust, you know, for wherever you are. This is a global class, so people will be joining from around the world. And so yeah, check your time on that. So 5, and the class each Thursday will last for about an hour and a half. And we have 5 weeks in this class. So this is a 5-week class, real deep, guys. So yeah, I'd love to have you aboard if you feel like you're ready to step in a little bit further into your healing work, um, and really start playing with your inner child, playing with that aspect of you that is curious, that aspect of you that is playful, that aspect of you that is embodied in a very big way. And a lot of times, you know, in early childhood, we might not have had the parenting that we needed, and that's okay because we're here to parent that inner child now. Mhm. We're here to guide and embody and listen, you know, really allow that inner child to be heard and seen and sometimes even negotiated with, right? You know, like when your inner child starts throwing temper tantrums, right? You need to offer some guidance, right? So it's good. I am super excited about this. If you would like to have more information, if you'd like to register, just reach out. You can reach out in my email. And the second class that is coming up, it's a one-day play shop. And this one is super duper duper exciting, guys. It is the hollow bone. So when we think about the hollow bone, we think about the channel, that we become a hollowed out vessel for messages to come through us and that we can relay outward or take inward if those messages are specifically for ourselves. So becoming the hollow bone to flow in a channeled space is really, really important at this time because what we see is that the veils are thinning and our consciousness is rising. We are really raising the frequencies in a big way. And so Sometimes the channeling comes in a spontaneous way, but it's wonderful if we can actually learn the techniques on how to open up, how to penetrate the veil, how to become that hollow bone, to become that empty vessel. How do we do that? And so this place shop offers us a pretty long day in the shamanic journeying aspect to be able to open up and learn these techniques for channeling. So that class is on October 18th. And that class will be, like I said, it's an all-day class, so it's from 10 to 5. And yes, we will have a little break in there for lunch. Um, but yeah, this is what's happening in the world of classes. There's so much more to share with you, and it's been an exciting month with our eclipses and our virtual ceremony. Oh, yes, and there will be another virtual ceremony, which is super, super fun. Um, the virtual ceremonies are a way for us to come together and experience a plant medicine ceremony only in the safety of your own home. And I get asked the questions a lot like, what do you mean plant medicine? What are you even talking about? Or on the other side of that is like, I don't want to do psychedelics. Um, and it's all good. Plant medicines are such a variety. There are so many plants. And what we do is we come from the wisdom and the knowing and the understanding that plants are also sentient beings. They have wisdom and they're great teachers. Some of them are even considered master teachers, which is why I go to the jungle and study and work with these master teachers. So some of those plant medicines couldn't look like, well, let's see, in our last ceremony, we had blue lotus, we had cacao, we had tobacco, we had cannabis, and we had psilocybin. Um, Sometimes, oh, and sweetgrass. But we've had people come into the virtual ceremonies with chamomile and rose, and we're trying to open ourselves up to the wisdom of these plants. Now, what happens in a ceremony is that I will do a typical Shipibo, which is the tribe that I've studied with in the Amazon. I'll do a typical Shipibo ceremony, somewhat typical, in that I'll sing what is called the Icaros, and they are medicine songs. And I'll also channel. I become that vessel, that hollow bone. So there's a lot of channeling that happens. There's a lot of beauty that just flows. And I've been called to offer the Love Ship ceremony in November, right after the Thanksgiving holiday in the US. And it's this energy of coming together in the collective, not only learning from these plant spirits, but also when we come together in the collective in a ceremony like this, our intentions start building and it starts to beam out into the all that is. And we understand that then that becomes a reflection back to us. And so, gratitude, you guys, deep, deep gratitude. This is what we're beaming to the others. This is what we're beaming to the all that is. So the greater intention, and I know everybody comes with their own individual intention to each of these virtual ceremonies, and that's a beautiful thing. But our collective intention, and the reason why I'm being called to host this particular virtual ceremony, is to bring us into a space of gratefulness, of gratitude, and have that gratitude being reflected. Mm. Yeah. So we're coming into a really beautiful time and a really beautiful space. And I really and truly hope to see you either in one of the classes, all of the classes, in the virtual ceremony, and also, our shamanic 101s are getting more and more powerful, aren't they? Yeah. I've been working a lot in protocols, and what a protocol means to me is that you and I get together either on a Zoom or in a phone call, and we start to share about what's going on in your world. And I'm starting to track. And I'm tracking what's going on with you on the physical, on the emotional, on the spiritual levels, what needs to happen. And in a protocol, I'm listening for all of that. And then I go away and I kind of put together a program that where we get together on a monthly basis and we have check-in calls. I call them accountability calls, making sure your arrows are pointed in the right direction. I'm holding your toes to the fire is really what's happening there. Are you following up on the action plan? So each month is a different sort of shamanic journey or a different way to work with you, rather it's in meditation or soul retrieval or whatever it is that's tailored for your specific needs and all of that. So it's a deeper way of working. And what we've been finding in these protocols is that the energy shift is radical. It's absolutely radical. We're doing quantum healing when we're working for these longer stretches of time. And when we talk about quantum healing, we're talking about actually jumping timelines into your highest frequencies. Sometimes we're even collapsing timelines. We are working to get you into your highest frequency and in the trajectory that is for your highest good. So, yeah, it's been really exciting to work in these protocols, and I am totally open to working with you if you want to explore in any of these ways. So that's what I have for now. I hope you are all doing so, 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 so good in staying in your heart space, staying in that space of gratitude, staying in the awareness of love and in the present moment. I wish you so much love, so much love, so, so, so much love. Mwah. Yay.